Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. We got a party going on. I'm Glenn Colson.
And I'm Jennifer Robinson.
And this is Tommy Chong. We've got Shelby Chong as well. Of course, Susan from Yuck Yucks. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good to see everybody. What's going on?
Huh?
Yeah, perfect. So I'll talk to Shelby first. So that's good.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Excited to have you on, of course. Thank you so much for coming to on Daytime.
Hey, listen, anything for the cause.
You're in Barrie. You're doing
Yeah.
this great tour with Yuck Yucks.
Can't believe it. I'm in Barrie.
Well, welcome. Did you know we have a waterfront and all that kind of great
Oh
stuff?
yeah.
Have you been?
Been here before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
was
think
here.
we ever made it to the waterfront.
You didn't make-
There was too much snow.
Well, welcome to the summertime
Yeah.
in Barrie, Ontario. See, it's quite
yeah,
nice, isn't it?
Yeah, you have what, 2 days of summer?
There's at least. Well,
Welcome to day 2.
There's
Day two?
Yeah.
There's 2 seasons: construction and winter.
Anyway, we're having fun. We're at Yuck Yucks. We're doing our show.
Amazing.
Shelby and I.
Yeah.
She
yes.
opens the show and I close.
I was gonna say, so Shelby, let me talk about you for a bit.
Okay.
You know, I know everyone talks to Tommy, but let's
Right.
talk about you for a sec.
Then the smart ones
Yeah.
start to talk to me.
What's the show like? What's the show like? You know, what can people expect?
A lot of laughs.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs and sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Very good. So not a lot we can do here on Daytime
No.
because the CRTC may give us
Right,
a call.
right.
But
Really?
at Yuck Yuck, yeah, I know.
But
there's
come down to
certain
Yuck
rules.
Yucks because it's going to be hilarious.
It's happening June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah.
One show tonight.
And it's free parking.
Free parking.
Free parking.
That's a
Yeah.
big deal,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because normally venues you have to pay $15
yeah,
to come
have
and
to
see.
pay
you.
a lot of
Plus.
Yeah.
Free parking, but the tickets.
What else is
cost
free?
money.
What else?
Maybe they might find something under their seat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that a surprise? Are we allowed to give that away? Or what?
Well, you know, I'm known for a certain substance.
What? Come on.
I'm not.
Really?
It's weird. I
You're,
don't know
you're
what you're,
famous for it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
You don't know about
I don't, no, that's interesting.
Have you ever?
Have I ever? Have you?
Yes. Have you?
I didn't inhale. I didn't inhale.
No?
I don't know if you know my background. But
What
I'm
is
not,
your
we're not
background?
here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you and Shelby and Yuck Yucks.
Now, Tommy, I got to talk. You're born in Edmonton. You're Canadian born.
Yeah.
which
Don't
is-
hold that against me.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, it's a good thing. You're in Canada now.
It's really
Just to
good
let
when you
know.
come across the border.
Yeah, yes, we're happy.
You can't kick me out. I'm a Canadian.
Born and raised. So you're born in Edmonton,
Yep.
and as I understand, you moved to Calgary.
Yep.
Now that's interesting because those two cities, a bit of, battling, as far
Well,
as.
it was further south.
Okay.
I was making my way down to LA,
You
but
were-
I had to stop at Calgary first, and
Slow.
then Vancouver, and then LA.
That's right. And your band now, because you sang in a band. For those
Yeah,
who don't know.
bunch of bands, but yeah, very famous bands.
Yeah. Well, the Vancouvers
Yep.
was one of them, and you opened for the Jackson 5.
Yeah, we
Wow.
actually discovered the Jackson 5.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you still get a cut from the records, or what's going on?
No. Bobby Tidd, the singer, he produced 3 of their first albums.
Really?
So it was good. Yeah, we discovered Michael and the Jackson 5. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And there's little Michael Jackson slept with my daughter.
Okay.
Right on, Sean. They were both really young. They slept in the same apartment, but
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what the
And-
soundbite's going to be after
and
the
what
show.
else? Yeah.
I think there's a couple already, to be honest
Yeah,
with you. And we have
exactly.
a whole other segment.
Now I know you've been on That 70s Show. You've been on Dharma and Greg. So a lot of TV appearances, and of course the
Just
feature-
Dharma.
Just Dharma.
Not Greg.
Well, Greg wasn't on that day.
No, I wasn't on Greg. Just on Dharma.
But we
Yeah,
need
what
rim
else?
shots every time we're doing this.
Okay.
You're no stranger to TV, clearly. Live, maybe another story, but pre-tape television.
I love the nervous daytime talk show.
I don't know what you're
laugh.
talking about. It's, my producer's freaking out in the control room right now.
No, she is.
No,
She's laughing.
she absolutely.
She smokes.
As
up,
all
too.
of Simcoe County is right now as well.
The producer smokes up.
Yeah,
Is that-
really. That's
the other night.
information I did not know.
I met her at a topless bar. This time we were in town.
She was stoned out of her mind,
Yeah,
right?
she was wasted.
It's
yeah.
interesting. We have,
Dancing on the bar.
Yeah.
it's
and-
interesting. We have the station manager on line 3 for you. That's interesting. We'll get it for you.
I saw him
We'll
in a
take
gay
message.
club. I don't know what you're talking about.
So let's talk about your stand-up career.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should go down this road. Now, this
Sure.
is
I
scary.
think you should. You got to bring it in.
Because TV, film, animation. You actually talk about animation for a sec. You're in the new Hoodwink 2
Yes,
feature
yes.
as well. A
They
stone.
don't advertise it, but I know.
You're in there.
Cheech and I are in there, yeah.
Yeah.
They called us back a bunch of times.
Yeah.
They kept adding voices, but no money.
Yeah. Okay.
They added, we have to redo some more, and then they'd add more voices,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't give us more money.
Well, where's your agent? Your agent should be calling them
Oh,
about
no,
this kind of
it's
stuff.
Hollywood, man.
Oh, okay. Isn't there a union involved in that sort of thing?
No, it's okay.
Now, Susan, I want to talk to you for a sec. Now, what kind of an honor it is, to have Mr. Chong,
Big honor.
Involved with Yuck Yucks right here in Barrie.
Big honor, and we're thrilled to have him back again.
Yeah. Now, this is the second time. Is that right?
This is the second time.
Okay,
yeah.
so he didn't do anything that bad, as far as he behaved himself enough that he can come back. Is
We
that-
actually turned away about 800 people the last time he was here.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's
Unbelievable.
awesome.
So only 5 shows, and I'm
Only
sure
5
every
shows.
single one of them will be full.
Yeah.
Well,
Full.
we hope so.
They
They
will
need
be.
to
They
book
will
their
be.
tickets. Absolutely.
They will
It's
absolutely
going to be a very funny show.
Yeah.
Shelby, I got to ask you a question. Like, what is it like to open up the act? Because is that hard to do? Because, you're kind of walking on the stage and all of a sudden you just got to perform. What is that like?
Well, we just finished a tour with Cheech and Chong, so for that it was great because when they come to see Cheech and Chong, they're all hyped up to see him. So
Right.
you're walking out into an audience that everybody's like,
They're ready to go.
They're ready to go. And we haven't worked a club for a long time, but I'm sure we will. I hope so.
I'm sure Barrie will be ready to go.
I hope so.
For you.
Well, I got a.
They know how to prepare, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead. You were going to say something.
No.
No.
She said it for me.
I did. Oh.
This is my wife.
So, Tommy, I got to ask about stand-up, the beast of stand-up. Now, that's different, from some of the feature stuff you've done, of course.
Yeah,
on
tell
TV.
me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
what's the most challenging thing in stand-up for you?
Right now, just not being
Articulate.
trying to be nervous.
Well, is that it? I mean, you're
Trying to
pretty
be
relaxed,
nervous. No,
right?
yeah, that's the trouble. When you do it a long time, sometimes you get a little bit too relaxed.
Right.
And
right.
so you have to, get the nerves up a little
Wake
bit.
up, honey.
Right.
Wake
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Get some
There's a
energy.
show to do.
Get some energy.
Yeah, you have to really, you have to be there.
That's a good problem to have, though. You feel like everyone's in your living room, so that feels comfortable.
Yeah.
No, stand-up is better because you create as you go.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about that process in a bit. Stay with us on Daytime. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. I'm Glenn, Arnold Schwarzenegger Colson, hanging out with Tommy Chong, Shelby Chong, and of course Susan from Yuck Yucks. Thank you all for joining me today. This is a party. I love it. It's always a party. Now it's the morning time, and we're all having fun. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great, man.
Yeah, it's great. Tom and I were chatting before the show, and he has some sort of relationship to Arnold Schwarzenegger that he promised that I wouldn't mention, but there it is. We're not gonna,
You brought it
You're going to
up.
have to Google it and find out how.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I did research myself, and I think that you're Arnold's son.
Oh,
Arnold Schwarzenegger, your mother was in one of his movies, right? Doesn't he look like Arnold?
No,
does.
no comment.
He does.
You mean like the six-pack and the
When-
muscles, yeah.
When he said, I'll be back,
Yeah, yeah.
he wasn't kidding.
You give me those 80s sunglasses. We are there, my friend.
No.
So stand-up comedy, you're going to be rocking, of course, the Mansion tonight in Barrie and Yuck Yucks. Unbelievable opportunity for us to have you. But, to keep it fresh, you have 5 shows in a row. So, is it the same shtick kind of, or do you alter
I
it?
wish.
I wish I scripted it, yeah. But how much preparation for a show do you do? I know you've been obviously doing it for a
Well,
while. but-
there's something, you can't prepare for that kind of stand-up. I mean, you can practice routines and everything else, but once you get in front of the crowd, everything changes. You know,
Really?
because some idiot will yell up, "Hey, where's Cheech?" Or,
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
so you have to just be prepared. And, we've been doing it for like at least 12 years. Something like
Is it
that.
really? Yeah.
And so it's second nature. But that's why Barrie is so great for stand-up. You're close to Thunder Bay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean?
17-ish hours drive.
What is
but
that? Oh,
Well, Thunder Bay is where the comic content is hatched.
Oh.
in Thunder Bay. And then it spreads out like Barrie's got
Throughout
Thunder Bay.
Ontario.
Oh, throughout
And
Ontario.
then Canada.
So many comedians come
from
out of
Toronto
Canada.
and Toronto.
And so many comedians come out of Thunder Bay, and they don't even know they're comedians.
I was going to say, they don't even know they're from Thunder Bay. I
Well,
thought
no, they know that.
They know that, okay.
They know that. There's a movie called Highway 61 about Thunder Bay. You probably haven't seen it, but it's one of the funniest movies ever.
Oh, really?
It was directed by a Canadian, Bruce McDonald.
Oh, yes,
And
of
so you
course.
should check it
Not
out.
funnier than a Cheech and Chong movie.
Well, of
though.
course not.
It
Of course
inspired Cheech and Chong.
And
really.
it won't, and it's not funnier than our show. So
Yeah,
come
so
to
go to
our
the show. Don't rent that movie. Come
Don't
see
rent
the
that.
show.
Okay, watch Up and Smoke first, and then come to our show.
And rent them at a Rogers video. There we go. We're tying it all in.
Go.
Well, where are we playing again?
Yuck Yucks in Barrie.
Yeah.
And how do they get their tickets?
Jeez. That's,
Oh, they go to Liquid Chrome, downtown Barrie at 11 Dunlop
Liquid
Street.
Chrome.
Yeah.
And what is Liquid Chrome?
we got to have them on. I don't know if we're allowed, but we got to find out if we can have them on.
Or they can call the Yuck Yucks reservation line at 705-735-6161.
And you need to call because these things are going to go fast.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
sure a lot of them
Oh, yeah.
already have,
Yes.
which is good. So what happens from here? What's going on from here?
That's it.
That's it? That's it? Ending it in Barrie?
No, I'm gonna.
Done, retired.
That's the last show of the life.
I'm looking to retire up here. You know, open a massage parlor somewhere. You know. I love only you, Joe.
Yeah.
Happy endings of massage parlor. I'm gonna put them on the.
We'll talk to the city about the bylaw zoning. But anyway, we can go on from that.
No, I'm gonna open on an Indian reservation.
Yeah, oh, I like it.
No problem.
So what you're gonna do? You're doing the shows.
Yeah.
Are you doing more feature film work?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah. So do we allowed to release what you're doing?
No, I'm working on
There's a
actually
Cheech and Chong animation coming out.
Cheech and Chong animation coming out, and I'm working on a feature film that I hope to shoot this summer.
Right.
And it'll be up in smoke 30 years later.
Oh, and my goodness, we're doing a
reunion.
reality show. There's a Chong family reality show, and if it doesn't sell in the States, for sure it's going to sell in because they play cribs every month here.
Now that would be like, is that really happening?
Yeah.
And when's that starting?
Well, it started already.
Oh,
we,
is it?
we already shot
Are
an
we being
episode.
filmed right now that we don't know about outside of our own cameras?
No, this is it.
This is the one. We're going to use this footage.
We'll take a little clip.
And we're gonna use the crew too.
That must. They're aces.
We're
I
taking
know.
you guys.
They're aces. I know.
The crew all smokes. I know.
Yeah. Tommy, a pleasure. A pleasure. Thank you so much.
And how did you like that butt I gave you the other day?
So anyway, Shelby, really pleasure. Nice to meet you as well, Susan. Go check it out if you want more of this. I don't know if I can handle more, but tonight, tomorrow, and the next day, 5 shows. Check out Tommy Chong, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.